Hi, this is Nathan Losey with Mobile User Experience of October 2014 with my Week 4 reflection talking about what is user experience. We're talking about what we've learned in this class and how it's affected our views on the design of our applications. So basically what I've learned about user experience is that it really does need to drive the design of all aspects of development. Of course, you're always going to look at things from the perspective of a designer, but it's very important to make sure that your users are going to be able to actually utilize the utility you create in your application. It matters because this is really the whole point. As much as it's easy to look at things as a program and as a design, what really matters is if your end user, not yourself, is happy with the product. So that's really what's going to matter here, especially if you're designing anything from entertainment to games to database applications to productivity applications. The user being able to do what they need to do is what's going to be the most important. What I'll personally be doing more to as I design my apps, it's hard to say generally overall, what specific things will change, but it's definitely going to change the way I approach the design. It's going to definitely make me put the user at the forefront of my planning rather than thinking about things from the perspective of just fulfilling, obligations of what's been asked of me in the design, whether it's in school or whether it's going forward in a career. I've learned looking at these other applications that basically that basically you can do a really good application and have it do everything it needs to do, have it have every feature that could possibly be desired, and still have a sloppy looking, a poor flow of utility in the application. And on the other hand, you can have an application sparse in features that still feels good to use because what is there is always going to be right at hand. So I'll be looking into, in the future, trying to incorporate that, making sure that everything is in a logical place, that workflow is as important as feature inclusion. Making sure that buttons are easy to interact with, making sure that everything is at hand and accessible at all times is really something that I'll focus on going forward. Even the HIG is good for, mostly the things that I've learned there are the specifications, the small stuff like which symbols are supposed to represent what, the fact that Apple wants you to use those the little arrows to make sure that something shows that it has a child, the specifics in the size of buttons, and that all matters, and that it's going to be important that somebody's actually done the research to show which of those already creates a better user experience. Is just a little bit of what I've learned in this class. I've learned quite a bit, and it feels really good to kind of have a better perspective on this. I'll be looking forward to applying it in our next actual programming class. And we'll see you guys during that next class.